I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a test problem in which you need to write the equation of the given function. The question is, state two possible equations that model the graph shown below. Now that's a sinusoidal function where we can read the maximum, minimum, and we can also find the time period. So let's read from the graph. Here the maximum value is equals to 8, minimum value is equal to -2. Now from maximum and minimum we can find amplitude and axis, right? So let's find the axis first, which is average. Average means maximum plus minimum divided by 2. So in this case it will be 8 plus -2 divided by 2, that is 6 divided by 2 as 3. And now let's calculate the amplitude. So amplitude will be maximum minus minimum divided by 2, that is 8 minus -2 divided by 2, that is 5. Okay, so we can draw the axis first, which is at 3. So this is the axis for us. Okay, let me just sketch it here on the graph paper itself. It becomes simpler, and of course we know the amplitude. Now the question is to find the time period. So what is t equals to? Time period we could find from two minimums, right? So that is t for us. So it is from -5, so this is -5, and that is 7. So the time period is 7 minus -5, that is 12. Now if t is 12, then k will be equals to 2 pi by 12, right? So the value of k is pi by 6. Correct. Since we know all this, now we need to find the phase shift, right? So phase shift could be found. If we decide to write cosine function, then the cosine function starts from the maximum. So that is the phase shift, which is at 1, correct? So we want to write our function as let's say y equals to a times cos of k x minus p plus q, right? So the phase shift is 1. It's like cosine wave moved 1 unit, right? So p equals to 1 for us, correct? Now we know all the values, and so we can write cosine function first, which will be y equals to amplitude is 5, cos of k is given to us as pi by 6, x minus 1 plus 3 is the axis, right? So that is for the cosine function. Now as far as the sine function is concerned, sine function really starts from here, right? So it is on the axis and rising, which is at -2, right? So this is the starting of the sine function. So as far as the sine function is concerned, we could write that as, let me use different ink, 5 sine pi by 6 x. Since it starts earlier by 2 units, it will be +2 plus 3, right? So that is how you can write the sine function for the same wave. So sine function starts here, the cosine starts there. So I hope with this you understand and appreciate how we can write different equations for the same graph. Thank you and all the best.